Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Twisted Deeds. We're going to be talking about if marriage is overrated in the modern era. Now, everything I talk about on my channel, on my YouTube channel, you can check that out, Tatiana Green. I talk about crime now. So everything I talk about on my podcast most likely will be related to crime, murder, sexual assaults, things that happen that I have read, because I feel like it's easier for me to answer these questions. Also, you will be getting my point of view from a single woman. You know, I feel like you always get these comments, because I have gotten them. You get hate comments anytime, y'all. People, they really can say whatever they want because they can't see you. When you post online, you really are putting everything out there, and anybody will say anything. I'm learning that now on YouTube, but I don't really care. But like, for some reason, I feel like when a single woman talks about marriage and talks about if she don't want to get married, y'all, I swear it's like a 360, like Pandora's box opens. Like everybody get mad. Everybody thinks that, you know, they hate men, like when women talk like this, and it's not the case whatsoever. You know, we're just going to jump right into this one. It's just interesting because people, yes, they have their own opinions, but marriage is not, in the modern era, marriage is not like the best thing right now. People aren't staying together. They can't even get through the boyfriend-girlfriend stage. And that's why a lot of women are staying single. I was on TikTok yesterday. And I don't get on TikTok too much. I post little clips here and there of crimes I talk about. But I was on there and this girl, her channel popped up, her page popped up, and she was talking about how she's gonna be single forever. She wants to be single. She don't want the stress of dealing with the man, all his drama, all the arguments. She don't want none of that. She wants peace. She travels. And I was like, that is the life. And oh my gosh, she had like, I think it was like 1 million likes. It was like 500,000 comments. All these women are saying the same thing. I was like, yeah, marriage is like really not it in 2025. I also seen something, it was another video where this woman was warning women because she was at a coffee house, and I wonder if y'all have seen it. She was at a coffee house and she was telling the story. She said they was all standing, and for some reason it was all women up in there. It was early in the morning. She was getting coffee before she went to work, and this dude came in and said he hit the jackpot. And he said, just beware because your time is coming, to this one girl. And he said that to everybody else. You have stuff like this, like it's a lot of crimes, like men against women right now, where they're mad that they don't want to, that these women don't want to date them because they have their own point of views. It's just that, and he was threatening them. That's what I'm saying. It's just some scary stuff that happens in here because men, their egos, I don't know, but it's scary. It's just weird. I'm like, this stuff doesn't make me want to ever get married, okay? But you know what's funny? I would get married. I don't believe in true love. Let's talk about this real quick. I am not the person who believe in true love. I used to, but once I started talking about crime, I was like, yeah, that shit is out the window. And it's only because, y'all, the stuff I've seen on this channel, oh my God, you would get a headache reading this stuff, but it's necessary. It's like, you have people who be like, because I've gotten this comment too, they'd be like, why so negative? You can go watch positive things. I'm like, okay, this is a crime channel. I talk about murder. If that's not for you, move on. I could talk about crime and then be happy the next day because this doesn't stick, like it doesn't overtake me. I have another channel, Live Lovely with Tatiana. That's my lifestyle channel. I do fun stuff over there. I relax. I learn languages. I do my hobbies. I eat. I cook. It's like that's the stuff I do over there. And that's actually why I split it up, because I didn't want to mix all of it on one channel. It would have been too much. It would have been a lot to handle. That's why I split it up. But I did that because I'm like, okay, I can keep this just straight crime, and then I can do my other channel, which is everything else. But trust me, you guys, this does not run over me. The crime does not like it's some cases I think about that really stick to me. One of them I'm gonna talk about between a married couple, but it doesn't, like, I don't get sad all the time. It's like I will only think of certain cases when I'm like thinking about something, watch it. So I'm like, oh, that reminds me of this. Oh my God, that's so crazy. But that's really it. I don't think about it too much. And the only time I'm really thinking about it is when I'm talking about it on my channel. just because, you have to be in the moment. You have to learn, like, really, when you're reading about it and then there's pictures and evidence and you have to really dig deep into it, it's hard. A lot of people do not deserve what they get, and a lot of couples, and there's a lot of married couples. I have done a lot of crimes with married couples. I don't know why men are killing their wives and why wives are killing their husbands. I don't know. All I know is that there are people who are not meant to be together. So let me get back to what I was saying before I kind of steered off course. I do not believe in true love. True love is overrated because you don't really know anybody. Nobody do background checks on anybody. I never done a background check on anybody, y'all. I never thought about that until I did crime. A lot of women, about 99%, will never go online, type in their partner's name or somebody they're about to talk to, and not Facebook. I'm talking about a real search, like person search. They have that on online crime. They advertise for it. I think it's a lot of different websites you can do it, but you have to pay for it. And people would not do that. Y'all do know public records are public, right? Anything they do, if they have been charged with a crime, it's public. So that's why women need to start doing that, and men. I recommend men doing that too. If I meet somebody, I'm going to do a search just in case, because there's so much going on. 2024 was a hell of a year. So many people died, and it just continues. So many people died on New Year's, you guys. So yeah, always do your search. You just never know. So true love, I just believe that two people meet, they get together, know each other, likes and dislikes, live together, love each other, have kids if you want, and live your life. That's how it should be. Comfortable. But for some reason, there has been a spike in murders between couples. Boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, threesomes. Like, I don't know what's going on. Now, it's like, I feel like, I don't know, but this is not good for single women, because I feel like single women look at couples, for guidance, kind of, or that's what I would do. I would look at, I look at older couples. Older couples, most of them stay together, especially if they've been together for decades. And you know what's crazy, y'all? I recently did a case where a husband who was married for 65 years stabbed his wife to death. And I was like, okay, so that's out the window. I did a case before where a couple who they were in their 80s and the woman was in her 70s, and he cut her up with the axe, y'all. Like, stuff like this. A 92-year-old man unplugged his wife I think she wasn't even on life support, but I think she was on a machine in the hospital, and he killed her because he didn't want to pay her medical bill. You're telling me I have to go into marriage like thinking about this stuff decades, which you don't have to think about this, but my brain will. So I would still want to get married, and the only way I think I would be able to get married, if it'll take a while, 100%, because I would want to get to know this person. I will also want them to have some similarities. I think people need them. It's good to date your opposite sex, but you also want to have something in common, talk to somebody. I just think it's good for people. Now, you do have people who be like, you don't really need, is opposites attract. Okay, that's good too. That's good as long as you can communicate with the person. Communication is key, you guys. Like, you really got to know how to communicate. Like, I think I would be better if I had somebody who liked to talk about crime, who, have an education and like to study and different genres, because I study a different type topics. Like, I love anthropology, I love philosophy, I'm a big history person. Like, I love books, like I love old books, I love old movies. It's a lot of stuff. I love talking about dinosaurs. It's funny. I love museums. So, and I love crime. So it's like, yeah, if I could find somebody who have those similarities, also just good hobbies. Also, I think it's good when people keep busy. Keeping busy, that's also good for a relationship. You both can do different things, do things together, as long as you keep busy. You don't have to, you can still relax together. I'm just saying, it's possible. But I feel like they always be like, marriage, you have to work it out. Fights, okay, that's normal. Fighting is normal. Arguments, actually, let's reword this. Disagreements are normal. Fights are not. Okay, I'm sorry I put that out there. Disagreements are normal. That's what they need to start calling it. But some of the stuff I see online where people are sneak recording others' arguments is really disturbing. You got men cursing women out like it's like, oh, like filth mouth. You guys, filth. Yes, I said filth, dirty mouths, the stuff that these dudes and women are saying to their partners. I'm like, there ain't no way I would let anybody talk to me like that. And that's why a lot of people don't get married, because they're not compatible. And that's why we're going to split the two up. Fighting is literally putting your hands on somebody. Fighting is, saying the most disgusting things to somebody. That's also emotional abuse. And then you have disagreements where you don't agree with somebody, but you're not like cursing them out. Yeah, you can, people raise their voice, and that doesn't mean that they're bad or anything, but it's a disagreement and you talk it out. Talk it out. Go take some time by yourselves, because people feel like they have to stay together, but they don't. And when I say this, because I think some people took it the wrong way before when I said this, when I'm saying taking time apart, I'm talking about like just going somewhere else for a little bit. People who are married stay together. You see them in the house 24/7, wake up beside them, beside the bed, look at them every morning, talk to them every day. I don't know if it's just me, but like I feel like my head will hurt. I don't even like looking at people that long. That's why I like my little area. I'm in my room. I record on my desk. I have my little office area. It's comfortable. I don't like talking to people all day. So like, if I'm married and I could be in a room with my partner and we don't have to talk, that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I got stuff to do. But people who feel like they need extra space, if you need to take time by yourself, just walk out the house, go get a coffee. And also, we need to normalize going on vacations by ourselves. What is the problem with taking a vacation by yourself? I never understood this. Why do couples feel like they have to go everywhere together? That's what's gonna annoy me. If I'm married to somebody or dating somebody and he wants to go everywhere with me, I don't find that, like, I don't like that. It's just because I like time by myself, and you need time by yourself. That's really necessary. You don't need to be by somebody 24/7. You could be married, you could be in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, but you do not have to be together 24/7. Those people who do are very, they're very emotional people, and they need to learn to be alone. And it's not like you're breaking up. I'm just saying you need time alone. Just relax, get some hobbies, because it's not like you have to be like neck and neck 24/7. I don't even think that's healthy to stay together like that. That's not healthy, because you just need time apart in a relationship as a couple, but you're still a couple. It's not like you're cheating. Don't cheat. I'm just saying, like, a day, just relax by yourself. I'm also not with texting. I'm not a big texter. I like to call people, but at the same time, I don't like a lot of people talking to me. So it's like, that's why I say I can like talk to somebody, have a good conversations. It's also because people don't know how to text nowadays. I'm not with like the all, like short texting. I'm like, okay, tell me how your day is in a paragraph and give me time to text that back. Maybe that's weird, because people love getting messages, and people with notifications, they just like to see the notifications. I hate notifications, y'all, by the way. I do not like notifications. Don't text me all this stuff. I don't even like looking at my phone. It's crazy. That's weird to me. I don't like to be on my phone that much. So I'm definitely a face-to-face person. I don't like to talk that much. This is like a horrible dating profile, what I'm saying. It's just that I'm a quiet, introverted individual. I like to stick to myself, and I would be okay with my partner if he was the same way, okay? It's okay having somebody opposite of you, fun and everything, but I like time alone. Trust me, I don't want to look at somebody 24/7. I wouldn't mind it if I'm married, because I wouldn't have no choice, but I would still do stuff by myself. So yeah, marriage is like, after saying all that, marriage is not that overrated, but it's not for everybody. Now, if we're going to go a little bit into the crime part, because this is where I think I'm going to be like, yeah, F marriage. Because every time I say it, y'all, it's crazy. So there was a case I did, and it's one of the most gruesome cases I talked about on my channel, because I still don't know what led up to it. The dude didn't say anything. But all I know is that this man shot his wife in the head in the shower. Well, she's in a vulnerable position, guys. She's in a shower. She's unaware what's going on. He shot her in the head, dismembered her, took her body and threw it in the shed. Her kids was in the house. This is her husband. This is their father. This is why I'd be like, yeah, hell no. Every time I talk about crime, y'all, I'd be like, on one hand, marriage is okay. I'm okay with marriage. But then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, F that, hell no, get out of here. I refuse. When I be seeing what your husband is capable of. Because this is worldwide. You see out of the other, like, in other countries, you have the husband murdering their wives. They don't care. They don't care. I cannot live like this. Like, and everybody have issues. You know, their marriage might not have been perfect, but nobody deserved to die. Oh my God. And I don't have time to like fight with others. I just don't got time for this. This is why it's not for me as I'm talking about it. But at the same time, I would be okay with being married because I know what not to do. I know what to do. Safety. I'm aware. I'm alert. I would be careful. You know, I would just also enjoy the company, but I would notice the signs if some was like stirring up. If I'm married and and he's like raising his voice out of nowhere, he's like gone like the weirdest times at night, I'm be like, okay, it's time to like get this, you know, you confront people. And I know that's the stuff I just be seeing, y'all, and I'd be like, okay, there's signs when your man is cheating or whatever, or he's doing something he's not supposed to be doing. But I don't know. That part is weird because I'm like, even confronting people, I just ain't got I don't have the energy for that. So maybe marriage is not for me. I want kids, but at the same time, I don't really care for kids just because of the stuff I read. I don't have time for like a child trying to kill me. And y'all, this is so funny because when you get into crime, I swear this is the stuff you think about, the bad things. I would be okay with having a kid. I would adopt a child though. I would definitely adopt a child because a lot of kids are abused and they're in the foster care. They need homes and it's not fair. They didn't ask for the life that they have, these horrible lives. It's so heartbreaking. I would so adopt a child. But then I seen stuff about adopted kids, so I'm like, oh my God. But I would adopt a child. I would get married and I would adopt a child. I'm just gonna say it, okay? But I'm definitely looking for somebody that has similarities to me rather than the opposites because I would rather actually have a conversation with them. It would be good to like I would date a professor because he's very knowledgeable and we can really have conversations. I would date an archaeologist, 110% a paleontologist, because I have a bachelor's in anthropology. I can talk to these people. And also, it'd be very interesting. I love interesting conversations. I would date an author. I would date a philosopher. I would date somebody who works in the museum. I love anybody that can really keep a conversation who is also interesting and who also have like different things going like for themselves. And also somebody with goals. That's just what I'm looking for. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't try. A lot of people just like to argue in relationships. I'm not with the toxic stuff, you guys, okay? So don't come over here with that. But yeah, marriage is not that overrated. It's like 50-50 for me, okay? I just think some people are not cut out for marriage. And then when you look at that, it's just that you haven't found your person. I believe you need to keep looking because a marriage is not supposed to be toxic. You also just have a lot of toxic men in relationship and women, mind you, who are very negative. They look at the stuff men say on these podcasts and oh my God, the stuff I have seen on TikTok, y'all, these men are bold. Their act is just so crazy. I cannot with like the new generation of dudes. That's kind of why I'm not going to say this why I end this podcast episode. It's funny because this is why a lot of women want older dudes. They want older men because they're men. They're not babies. They're not crybabies. They're men. They take care of their women and they get things done. It's like a lot of these younger dudes don't want to do any of that because they listen to these podcasts of these men who, you know, tell them that, oh, if your woman's not doing this, then she ain't the right one for you. She belongs to the streets and she's doing this. Mind you, that's the stuff that they do. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. So that's actually why a lot of women want older men. They also just want older men because they have their life together. And realistically, a lot of those older men be like in their They be in their little, what's it called, y'all? Midlife crisis, when they want younger women to splurge on, which a lot of women are okay with. I've just seen on TikTok, this girl was 23 and she's a housewife to this rich white man. He literally gave her his black card and said, go do whatever. That's crazy. I'm like, oh my God. And everybody was like, let this lifestyle find me. They were all like, let this lifestyle find me. I want that. I want to be a rich housewife. Oh my God, I want that. Everybody was saying that. That's so funny. Because I'm like, okay, that's fun and all, but that's not me. Just that I would like to, I have the money to travel, but I'm not trying to be just a housewife. I have things I need to do. I want to be a business owner, an entrepreneur. Like, that's me. Okay. I'm not trying to be like that level, but I see why younger girls like older dudes, they want a man. And a lot of these men are not men. They're not. Can't change tires. Trust me, I've seen it, you guys. Oh my God. Can't change a tire. My mom taught us how to change tires. A lot of women are doing stuff for themselves now, and now they're calling men useless. It's crazy. The world has come it's so weird. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, they follow the dudes on those podcasts that say that crap, and that's why they will never get married. That's all I'm gonna say. They want these girls to hook up with, but then they call women, names out of their names and out of their character when they're doing the same thing. I don't understand that. But people like this do not deserve to be with somebody. They deserve to focus on themselves mentally and physically. Like, go focus on yourself before you get married. Learn a lot of things and learn about yourself before you get married. Marriage is not that overrated. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's not that overrated. You just really have to. You do have to work at it, but I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. But I guess when you're staying with somebody for decades, it's not meant to be easy. I just don't want to look at somebody 24/7, but I would be okay with it if I can talk to you. If I can really communicate with you, it would be okay. I don't want a boring marriage, but at the same time, I will be okay with a boring marriage because it's quiet and we know each other. This is weird. Marriage is so weird, you guys. Okay. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's like a case study. And when you see this stuff now, a lot of people are not getting married the right way. You have people getting married for money and fame, and they want the luxury. Then you got people getting married for just because they want to, because they're pregnant. It's just sad. It's sad. People need to take their time finding somebody if you really want to get married. Also, you do not have to get married, ladies. Let's go on and say this. You can literally enjoy your life. You don't have to have kids. Enjoy your life, travel. Don't want the stress of a child, because that's about to be me. Do you? Because in this economy, inflation, do not bring a child into the economy. This is not child territory, especially, if you got your life together, it's okay. But if you don't, please stay safe out there. And I'll let you guys go. It's just, oh my God. I'm going to end it on that note. It's just, marriage is something else. Staying with somebody forever, as they say in the vows, but people never do. God, it's just, I don't know, it's something. And I'll let you guys go on that note. Bye.